as they get set to go head-to-head with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough.
Here we go. Wait, set. Wait, 20. Here we go. Two times. Hey.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, Michel. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch twins.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Switch. Check three.
Chopper.
Check.
5-9.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one goes for 24 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
General West.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Right there.
Finish them. Hey, box truck.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And Jeffrey's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
In your face.
On first and goal, Howard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Go. Waiting.
Check. Walk 54. I got it.
Let's go. Great.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
82, 40.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First down, here's White. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. On 2nd and 9, Brady is going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. All right, T. Let's check. All right, T.
Go Bandit.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert him to being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. It's complete. James White. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. 25.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Wait 20!
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing.
Hey!
On play action, it's Brady. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
72.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Eagles defense able to hold. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down.
Sunday. Let's find two. Lefty.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Wentz now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On play action, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Going on the ground, it's White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
It's a big-time run by Jordan Howard, and even 60 yards for him on the ground. On first, they go right back to Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from this inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 457.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
55.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Throwing now is Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. Here's Brady to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Hey, 66.
They start the drive with White, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. New England on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady, and incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Brady. Flushed out right. That's to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Again, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Devin McCourty brings him down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Into the red zone. Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Wentz now to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
one up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Paid to kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it kill it and did it again. Put it in 10, now I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go!
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go! Let's do this!
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
There we go. Pac-Man. 280.
54. All day, all day, all day, all day.
Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early 2nd and long they're facing. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, check.
Sunday. There's red 5-2. Come here. Recon, 132 fighter.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here's 5-7. Lefty. Hey, Haywood.
Switch. Right there. 54.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Get ready.
Kill.
54.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
One lady. Check. No lady. Crunch.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 31 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wentz. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Here's Wentz to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Jets 6, Eagles 0.
Big outside. 57 to Mike. Check back, check back.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Back to throw, Darnold. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willing.
That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Check right 47. Come on. You bet. Red 80. 47.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Hey, pick your game up.
Wentz now on first down. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Wentz's throw into the hands of Aguilar. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 30 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Flush to his right. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We're going to sign.
53, check 53. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Mike, 50.
A first down throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Darnold going to lead the offense up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. 54, 74, 74. 54. Check right.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Squeeze, double. Kill.
Solid. Great 15.
54. Mike, 54.
To throw, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Here we go. Waiting. They kill. They force Tokyo.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Sunday.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey in the final seconds of the first half as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
81.
Mike 5-4.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
Come on, fellas.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, Montgomery. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
What's that?
57 to Mike.
Red 80.
Check, check.
A play fake, and it's Darnold rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Darnold now to throw. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Switch.
Red 80.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quinnen Williams just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
We go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Go!
53's mine. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Let's go.
Now they are going for it. Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 81 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz going to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Sunday.
On 2nd and very short, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Go. 20.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
On first down, Wentz. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Herndon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and 1. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. On 1st down, Darnold. Buying time to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Darnold. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
And we got Mike, number 53.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 64 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one complete to Anderson. There he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, 77 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 40.
Hey, empty. Empty.
Switch it. Switch it. Come on. Switch it.
Throwing his Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final try now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.